Right, good afternoon. Welcome aboard, Neil. This is Stuart. Hello. For the next hour and 5 minutes, I'm going to take you to the suburbs of Liverpool and show you some of the places made famous by the Beatles and other bands from the 1960s, including some of the places, schools, the homes, maybe a bar or two if we get the chance, you never know. Now, first port's call is the Albert Dock, which is Europe's largest collection of Grade 1 listed buildings, and of course situated right on the banks of the River Mersey. And that river was made famous in 1964 by a film and song of the same title, Ferry Across the Mersey, song performed by Cherry and the Pacemakers, another band also managed by the Beatles' second manager, Brian Epstein. There's also on that river, Christmas Eve 1945, that Pete Best and his family arrived from India on a troop ship to set up home here in Liverpool. Now Pete, of course, being the first of the full-time drummers with the Beatles. But also during the 1950s, Ringo Starr got himself a job working on the ferries as a barman. That was a job that was to last him only about a week. As you'll find out a little bit later, Ringo didn't like working for a living. Should have been a coach driver. While you're at the docks, you may have seen our new arena on the next dock along, the Liverpool Echo Arena on the King's Dock. The official opening was done last January by Ringo Starr. But Paul McCartney's also made an appearance at the arena, but not in a singing capacity. Last November, we were very lucky to host the MTV Europe Music Awards. And Paul was in attendance to receive an award for being the ultimate legend in popular music. Bono from U2 actually presented Paul with his award, and he made a fantastic speech. Not only did he introduce Sir Paul McCartney as the man who invented his job, but then went on to explain that Paul had taken him out on a Magical Mystery tour in the afternoon in his car. Took him around Penny Lane, Strawberry Field, all the places we're going to go see today. And he said it was quite surreal. It was like being in the Pope Mobile with the Pope driving. It really was quite strange having a Beatle as your tour guide. I was glad to hear he did pretty well as well, because I only gave him 2 lessons, 1.5. Now where the arena is, and the jury's in, and the car parks and everything, up until a couple of years ago, the whole area there was just a big gravel car park, a big piece of wasteland. But it did actually have a Beatle relevance, because back in 1990, Paul McCartney was doing a world tour, which he started off at the Maracana Stadium in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Now he wants to finish that world tour back home in Liverpool, but being famous for our music, we didn't have a stadium big enough for Paul McCartney. 3 weeks before the concert, he sent a team of people down there to build a makeshift arena on that wasteland, the King's Dock. Now the night of the show, 100,000 people turned up. Paul got very nervous at the reception he was getting back home in Liverpool, so it was an hour and a half late